Hello YouTube, I'm Dragon of Oz, that's Ruggerack and the other Tiger, and up in the top corner, and we are back into Snowrunner, and we're going to be doing this oil field delivery. So this route we're going to choose is straight out the gate here, turn right onto the bitumen, turn left onto the dirt road, make our way up the hill. So I don't think I've ever been on this particular path, so that should be interesting. But yeah, we swing around, follow the path, we come down the hill towards the 310, where the step 310 was. So that's going to be tricky, but we cut straight across and go across the side of the hill here. That a lot of tip points here, we need to be careful of that, and then we deliver to this point just here. If we bring that up, you can see that there. So yeah, it's we've got 8 minutes to get there, so obviously we just be careful climbing up that hill and climbing through this section here and then across there. Should be easy enough to do, and yeah mate, alright, so we're out of the map, so whenever you're ready you're good to go.
Yep. Biggest thing, try not to miss any of the turns.
Yeah.
Alright, and off we go. Just take it a little bit easier on the first run.
Yep. When he says that, it means he's driving in high the whole time.
Pretty much. Turn left here. Hey, it still gets a biscuit in the end, so around the curve here. Oh, maybe.
Ow.
Yep. I ended up losing the momentum, but come on.
You tried to switch to high too early, didn't you?
There we go. Haven't done this one for a little while, so.
I mean, I'm literally pushing you up this hill, so.
Oh.
Now I've lost my momentum.
On the way down, you do have to watch out.
Yep.
There are definitely places that you could tip if you hit them fast and hard enough. And
plenty of places to be chewed up by high gear shenanigans, so it's starting to look like a liberal use of the reset mud mechanics. Get back on your feet, thank you. Trailer was threatening to tip.
ah, little bitchy.
Obviously low gear through this mud here. You didn't go to the right? Why didn't you go to the right?
Why am I so stuck? Right on. I got stuck on a rock.
You right there? You got momentum?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got myself all sorted.
Oh, I lost
You
my
right?
momentum.
Ah. Now I can jump back into high.
Yeah, didn't like that. we must be right on the Taiga's weight limit or something, because it's not getting
It's
decent.
not loving it.
No.
Alright.
There we go. Now we're moving again.
Let's
Well,
bring in
you
tricky ones though.
You disappeared quick.
Yeah, once you get the truck going.
I had truck and trailer up on 2 wheels for a moment then, and the trailer was bouncing around.
Scary stuff.
Alright, so I'm going to be 412 by the looks of it.
I'll watch out for all the tree stumps.
Yeah, 411.
Whoa! Those rocks,
Yep.
they want to kill.
It was those rocks that almost put me on my side.
Oh. That's a tree.
Yeah, it's this spot here we're going to have to regularly reset for.
There are paths through there that aren't too bad, but finding them.
Yep. Well, evidently I haven't found one. Now it sounds like
There's a nice big ditch here.
Might be back soon. I'm going to pause. Once we get back there, I'm going to pause the recording. If you want to load up, I'll go
Alright.
check, because it sounds like they might be back already. I wasn't expecting them. No, they shouldn't be back. They said they were going to be about an hour, so.
Well, it depends on where they can get a battery from.
Yeah. For all we know, they might have gotten around the corner and gone, oh, battery wheel, we'll go buy one.
Yeah, possibly. Look what I did.
See very shortly, you put yourself on your side.
No, I just got my got stuck between a tree stuck between my trailer and my truck.
Yep. But
There we go.
gave it a good shove.
Little bit of shenanigans, but
Yep. Yeah, once you pulled it up, I just pushed it. Worked out well.
Yeah. There we go. So yeah, in the end, not a hard one. Makes good money.
Just a little tricky through that mud transition.
Yeah, and onto the hill. Got to make sure
Yep.
you don't stack it.
Yeah, climbing up that hill though to be able to traverse certainly made for some. Yeah, you jump in the crane. Actually, yeah. So I'm going to pause here. I'll jump in something else. Not that.
All right.
I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. And we're back. Alrighty. So, you want me to go first or you want to go first?
Yep, you can go first. You like to go quicker.
Park me right on the... Oh, there it is. Show contest. Okay. On the move. Let's go. Turn. Thank you. There's the other statue right there.
Hello, statue. Yeah, in theory you should be able to go all the way up the hill and high. If you don't make any
Stakes,
silliness.
yep. That trailer on the back makes me question whether my camera's zoomed out or not. Yeah, you can avoid getting caught on those, oh. Back sharply enough, come on. Got it.
And those rocks, yes.
Yeah, so if you can avoid those rocks on that particular corner, you can pretty much get through without losing momentum. But I turned too late, so I was going to hit those rocks on the left as you climb up. You stop.
Well, I went into low plus and I tried to jump back to high, I just stalled.
Oh yeah.
Right, plenty of time.
As you're coming down the bottom of the hill into this mud pit, I did all right sticking to the I didn't really
I don't
do
think we
all right
reset
then.
the mud.
No, we didn't.
Should have. Oh well. As I said, plenty of time.
But yeah, I mean, like I have to go into low, but it seems like it doesn't really end up sticking too much if you stick to the right-hand side. That's still enough mud here.
Long winch. You probably sort of want to follow the path I did last time. Oh, I saw that.
Still threatening to do it. Nearly launched it out the back. To save it.
It's the rocks.
Perfect. Yeah, you must have had a bad run through that mud there.
Yeah, not so much. It was the hill. For some reason, it just doesn't want to let me go to high. It says,
Yeah,
nope,
yeah.
not happening today.
That's what happened to me in the first run. The second run, I attempted it again and just went went straight into low plus, and it climbed just fine. So, but that's also part of the reason why the trailer nearly tipped, because I turned too sharply in doing so.
There we go. Oh, 446. Still plenty of time
Yep.
left over, so.
I mean, comfortable enough for sure. Yeah, too many rocks there to make that a safe passage, but it does. Yeah, okay. That gap in the trees there might be the better option.
It sort of is.
At least for climbing up the hill and getting out, but yeah, we definitely need to reset this mud. We're getting caught up in places. This would actually be a logistical nightmare in real life, I'd imagine.
It would.
To be fair though, if you're expecting a lot of deliveries on here, you wouldn't, that road wouldn't stay muddy like that for long.
No, they developed it, they do something.
Yep. Stabilised sand would go a long way to fixing that.
This is after a natural disaster. No, I don't think this one's after a natural disaster. This is just governmental negligence.
Yep. I nearly did your trick of getting the trailer wrapped around a tree.
Maybe the oil money
where
will
have
help
I ended
it.
up? Okay, I turned left when that we weren't supposed to be turning left on.
The good news on this one is that you don't have to move all the trucks out of the way to reset the mud.
Yeah. Well, for the most part, we've done alright on that. It's just that last contest that we did, just wasn't a lot of room to begin with. Righty. There, my winch problem has miraculously fixed itself. Oops, not that button, that button.
Yeah, I've done a bit of winching between us. Oops, I did that. I've done that too many times, turn the wrong way.
Yeah.
Turn right instead of left when coming up to the houses. Thankfully it's only a problem on the way back.
Yeah,
it's
still
nighttime,
not
I get lost.
Still not letting a
winch? Well.
winch, so we haven't reset the game between episodes either because, you know, Rugger's trucks are out in the field. Yep. But, you know, outside of emergency winching, I can auto winch just fine. But yeah, don't even know what caused it. Like, I don't think there was any particular winch situation that could break the winching system for me. It's the second time we've seen it.
All-wheel drive off, awesome.
Yeah, your back trailer I don't think it's going to be too far away for that.
Probably.
Impossible to pack cargo.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'll have to give it a nudge. That's more. I more see that problem on the 4-slot cargo. Don't often see it on the 2-slot cargo. Ooh, drops. I just about dropped straight in. That's enough.
Yep. No, but I had to move back into the spot for cargo management.
Ah, yeah.
You stole it straight off the crane.
Which means I have to double double X to grab
Yep.
the next one.
And I wanted to leave myself parked in a position where you could drop the second one just fine.
Of course it's at 90 degrees. Let's try and grab it. There we go. Get nice and low so I get the most reach out of the crane. All the magnets.
Yep. But that should be enough for you to...
Now that we're all jammed up in here, let me see if I can...
Yep. Well, theoretically, I've left you enough room to get out, so... Is there a way through this way?
Alright, if you can back yourself into the thing.
Camera's being a bitch. There we go. You can go first, and oh, we're going to reset the mud anyway, so...
I was going to quickly refuel.
Oh, yeah. Might as well top me off as well. Yep.
Right. This is a bad idea. No, that's not going to work.
Hang on.
No, it's alright.
There you go. You got room now.
I'll just stay here. Right here's good.
Well, no, I mean,
Alright,
get it
yeah.
out of the way of us having to turn around later, but... Alright, changing
Alright,
maps.
changing maps.
Well, I tell you,
Alright,
these last few contests have given us some appreciation for what truckies go through on a daily basis trying to navigate around tightly packed areas. Anyway, alright, if you're clear of the map, you're good to go back. Yep.
Yep.
I think that one's mine. Nope.
I'm in the right truck now. I'm packed. Yep.
After you.
Let's get this done. Up the driveway.
Taking damage already.
Turn, turn, turn. Nope. Alright. If you want to go, can you get through or?
Yeah, you basically need to rub those two smaller rocks as you turn and you can get through. Ooh, trailer just got caught on something.
There we go, we're back in time.
Yeah, this looks to be a better path, mate. If you can avoid hitting that ditch like I did, I think you do just fine. It's a more transitional position up the hill.
Oh, no, that's pretty good.
.251.
Something about 3 minutes or so.
Yep.
Too much X button smashing.
Yep.
A actually, not X.
Yeah. BX if you're on the PlayStation, I think.
Yeah, if you got the PlayStation controller plugged in or playing on a PlayStation.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a much safer transition through this, up and down.
Can't see. Hopefully there's. Oh, there's a tree. I was hoping there wasn't a tree in front of me, but there was.
Yep. Yeah, so you just need to hug that tractor wreckage, I think, and that'll get you through that.
But not too close though, because I'm sure that it's hitbox
No, the
is stupid.
No, the hitbox on that, actually, I was real close. The hitbox on that's not too bad. But yeah, two trucks travelling the same path twice does terrible things to the mud. So definitely recommend regular use of the mud reset.
I'm sure if you're more careful with how you're driving on it, you could get more use out of it, but we're all going for speed.
I mean, and, you know, multiplayer too. Like, it's... If you were solo, you know, it's one truck. Ah, I did it again. Oh, can I cut through there? No, I can't cut through there.
Now the voices in my head say just go straight down the hill. Yeah, I do that all the time as well. Well, I go into here.
Hmm.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, no, there was... It's a good thing I didn't try, because it turns out there's a crash barrier in the way anyway. Couldn't see it from that side. moment and get myself jackknifed again.
Right there will be fine. As long as you can... I mean, I can hit the cargo thing if I have to.
Yep, there we go. I mean, it's a bad thing, but I'm not complaining about not being able to winch, so therefore operate cranes.
Get in there.
Let's try that again. Oh, I was about to just pack it for you, but yeah.
You get used to pushing your cargo around when you're trying to load a 5-spot thing.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It had me interacting with something but wouldn't let me show me what I was trying to interact with. Guess I'll pull forward just a little bit, make sure you got the room to scooch out.
Stop engine.
So I think after this particular run, we'll call it an episode there because that's coming up. We're 30 minutes now, so by the time we get done, it'll be coming up 40, and that'll be enough of a episode.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm doing unspeakable things with this jackknife. Yeah, I can't imagine the condition of that these tyres.
Well, they normally don't like doing things like we're doing now.
Yep.
That was pretty useless.
Yeah.
Did all that jackknifing and got nowhere. Watch out, don't hit any of this stuff because alright, you want to go first this time? Fine. I might not be able to give you the space. Let me see. Might be able to if I just carefully back up the trailer.
Vader's about to hate me, I think. Oh no, that's fine. Alrighty. Alright, let's reset the mud anyway.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Should be able to get into your Tiger by the looks of it. Yep.
Alright, you going first?
Yep. Alright, going. So obviously, I don't mind technically challenging things like this, where they make a game hard just for the sake of being hard, like that pinball section in Split Fiction was, yeah, you know, it was all quick reactions and straight up no room for error. That's where I start having a beef with chosen difficulties and the like. Oh, go! Just bounced off a winch tree. But yeah, so you know, like this is, I mean, they've given us enough time to actually get through all of this stuff, but still left enough for it to be a mentally, you know, rush. But it's not overly challenging to still, you know, be well within the time they've given us. Basically, you know, what we used to call career level gaming, I'm not a fan of that. You know, where if you don't push the right button at the right time, you fail everything. Like, yeah, it's the last game that where that was an issue for me was Final Fantasy 14 on one of their raid bosses, the Marlborough boss. It's like the fire dance for World of Warcraft. You know, if you weren't standing in the right spot at the right time, it was a raid wipe. 239. There you go. That's it's actually that was actually a pretty good run.
240. Yeah. Didn't even stop for them to sign the paperwork.
Safety managers would love you. Yeah, I'm glad we found that this particular path worked really well. It didn't slow us down much at all that time. Which means that the only section that we're really having to reset mud for is this part here, on both sides of this hill.
Yep. Obviously we'll find a lot more if we don't reset the mud.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on.
Well, although the advantage of resetting the mud is we're also resetting the rocks that we run over. Like whenever we kick them up, you know, they pose a bigger challenge the next time we come through.
Yep.
Yeah, the next contest on I think it's the last one we've got in this whole map is going to be a pain in the ass one. That's the retrieving 4 barrels of fuel from the swamp near the garage. There's a whole episode of me trying to drive through that, so I think it would be well worth. Every time I come down here I've turned right. This time I didn't turn right, but I didn't turn right enough. I didn't not turn right enough. There you go. There is one more in there.
Yeah, one more go. Good money spent at this particular contest. It looks hard to begin with, but isn't. Or at least once you get the right path and everything.
So. Yeah. Once you find a good path, yeah. Um, so to me, your truck still had its engine running and its wheels were spinning.
Quick little light update.
No, I had to jump into the truck.
Back.
Yeah, yeah. Ow. We can't. I might have to just get turned around and back.
I think that's close enough. I think I'll be alright.
Down, spin it around a bit, and I should be able to pack it.
How's that go?
That's not packed.
No, it just fell out.
To bring it in a bit. No, push from the end closest to you.
No, just... you didn't
that
let
was
me...
No, that was a confirmation to destroy it, not a confirmation to pack it.
Let's try this again.
Yep.
You'll let me push it somewhat more?
Yep. That's a pack.
Is that... There we go. One more. You could never do that in real life. Drop
from on a height, yep.
Drop a load of metal like that. The safety officer would be quite upset.
Yep.
Can I even get out of here? Can if I want to destroy my engine a little bit. Shall I just push your trailer back into the corner?
I've got to refuel anyway. I'm down to 130, so.
There we go. You can jump in the other truck. I'll grab it on the way through. Once I learn what buttons to press.
No, I've done it. I've done it. You're good. This poor GMC's seen better days apparently. The top of the fuel tank's starting to shred.
Safety inspector would have something to say about that as well.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's reset. I am packed, yeah, I am.
Well, I was going to end the episode there, but at 46 minutes and we get to the other end and then call it an episode, I guess. Yeah, you got to go back. That one I want to say. Yep. Pull winch? Why am I saying pull winch? What? That was weird. Yeah.
Can you winch now? Can you choose winches or?
No. So the bug is I can't select any of the winch points on the truck, so I can't. But then I'm in the crane and can't select winch onto cargo. So, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm on the way. Oh, look at that, that was clean. Yeah, basically you need to turn so that your right wheels are just about touching those two small rocks, and you can get straight.
I just run over them.
Yeah, well, running over them, you might get a bad bounce and end up in the rock wall anyway.
You might.
Oh, I recovered that really nice. I turned a little too sharp and there was a ditch there on the other side of the
you gotta watch out
tree.
for that ditch.
Yep. There you go, I missed that hole in the mud. Was it a rock or a tree stump? It's the sort of damage you expect to take from a tree stump.
A rock stump?
Yeah.
Damn it. Awkward rock bounce. Come on.
No, 2:30 even.
I'll be a little bit slower this time, because I lost my momentum.
I don't know if that was my best run or not. Alrighty, so are you through? No? Okay. You are really behind, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, I lost momentum. Remember, it's just rocks and rocks and rocks.
Yep. Just unlucky run, in other words.
Yeah. Come on. Fine. Low plus it is. I'll get there with only 5 minutes to spare and only half the time.
Pull up next to me, mate, when you're done.
3:24. Awful, awful, awful time.
Dismal, absolutely.
Possibly having words.
Alright guys, Hope you've enjoyed the results of this contest, and yeah, so we've only got one left on this map, I believe. Is that right? Just the one that we've got to do in solo. So that's going to take a little bit of prep, I think. Need to go watch a video, find out what path they used, because yeah, it's so far it's either a 5-slot trailer through swamp, or this setup like we got here, but we also need a crane, which is not necessarily Taiga. Well, Taiga can't do that. So yeah, so it's going to take some planning and prep to make sure we get gold. Again, not after the best time. Best times would be good, but we just want a good time. And yeah, so next episode we'll pick it up for that. And yeah, I'm Dragon of Oz, that's Rugger Act, this has been Snowrunner, and you'll see us in the next video.